Hayley and I met dancing on stage, and that's pretty much it, really. Actually, listen, I saw her dancing in a room, and I couldn't take my eyes off of her, of course. She was so beautiful. But we actually didn't like start dating straight away. It was a couple years later, and then we started kind of like, you know, hi.
There was interest that was shown by both of us.
Yes, and then actually one of our first moments, like really kissing, really was actually on stage, on tour, and it's actually on camera.
We have it. A fan filmed it, so we actually have our first kiss on camera, which is amazing.
It's pretty cool. I was lifting her. She was like on my hip, and we're both very sweaty.
And honestly, like I went into that show being like, I'm not going to. All the dancers backstage were like, kiss him, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to. And then you hear him on like the side of the stage being like, kiss her, kiss her, and we did.
When we first met each other, it was interesting. It's like we didn't really know each other.
Yeah.
We just kind of knew of what we thought of each other, I suppose. And then that's what's the magic about a relationship and getting to know somebody and actually getting to know who they are. And you know, I think we sometimes put on masks. We sometimes put on these like personas, and we act like certain people, or what we think we need to be, or who we're supposed to be. And then that's what's the joy about a relationship, is that you get to be who you are and yourself and vulnerable. And there's often times too when, you know, to be completely honest with you, I was like, there was a point in my life where I was like, I didn't really like who I was, honestly, to be honest with you. But she's a very stubborn person. And she was very stubborn in her love, in the sense that she was kind of like, I know who you are. Like, I know who you are.
I saw straight through it all.
Yeah, and that was really, it was powerful. And I think that, you know, we've actually had so many different versions of our relationship, which is really a beautiful thing, honestly. We've evolved so much and grown, and it's so great to see that, like, you know, we're going to this next phase, and but we can look back and be like, wow, we've been through a lot, and if we can do what we've done, I think it's like we have a pretty powerful relationship.
The first time that I ever was like, wow, this guy I could see myself being with, was when I actually saw him for the first time with his nieces and nephews. I went to their lake house in Coeur d'Alene and was with the entire family, and I was like, I saw like who he was with kids, and I could envision like a future with our own kids. And I was like, wow, that's really special. So that was like the first time that I ever was like, I can see this future. Knowing that you were the one, I would say, was honestly during quarantine. We spent so much time together, like so much time together. And we were so at peace in our relationship during that time. And that was how I knew. I was like, oh, if we can be like this during such a crazy time in the world, and we can be okay being together this much, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be really special.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened in a way. We were together for quite a long time before that, but it was like always on the go. It was like doing this, doing that, always moving, always moving. And all of a sudden we're like with each other 24/7 in the house for, you know, a long time. And honestly, a lot of people were like, oh, this is not what I want, you know, and people separated. And for us, it was actually like, oh, I love this. And we got closer and we bonded, you know, even more. And that was a really strong sign of like, oh, okay, I think this is the right thing. And I think another part of me that realized that like Hayley was the one was when I realized that we both are on the same page and willing and wanting to grow and evolve as people, as individuals. Because I think that's the thing. I think everybody changes, everybody grows, everybody evolves, and we all will continue to grow and evolve. And it's whether or not you allow space for that person to do that, and then say vice versa, and you grow as you go, essentially, together. And realizing that we both were on the same page in that way it's a beautiful thing. And you're like, hey, life's gonna change. We're all gonna change and be different people, but like, let's do that together. I think that's a really beautiful thing. You're doing so good. what I love about our life together is that we get to share kind of our careers with each other in a way. You know, we get to dance together, we get to create together, we get to perform together, we get to travel together. We both love adventure, and we both love animals. So, you know, the future is really unlimited as far as being able to share passions and our love of just life and experiencing things. And again, to be able to perform together and to share these amazing moments on stage and with people and being creative, and it's amazing. I love doing all the dances with Hayley, but of course, Argentine tango is a lot of fun. It's just like, I'm passionate and all the things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if I have a favorite dance, but the dancing aspect with him is just, it's so special that we truly get to do this together, and that we just share pretty much our entire lives together, and we get to build an empire together.
An empire?
An empire.
Wow.
It's a creative empire, I feel.
Babe, I love it.
But it is really fun to be able to share that with him, and to be able to just like share a stage and experience the like feeling of an audience together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to do something that you love with something that you love, essentially. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be able to share that. It's a very unique situation. You know, I don't think it's often somebody gets to do something in their career and to do something that they love, and then they get to share that with their partner in some ways, which is great. But to literally share it with your partner is incredible. It's really incredible. And then obviously in other things as well, where we celebrate each other and we're cheerleaders for each other, and other avenues and other things that we do. But to have that is pretty cool.
Family and friends, with the power invested in me by the state of California, I formally pronounce you husband and wife.
What I admire most about Derek is or you, talking as if you're not here, is
You can talk about that.
is your creativity and your desire to inspire so many people. Like, you really truly love making people feel amazing and feel deeply about themselves and other people. And I just love that about you. It speaks so much about your heart. His heart? I'm like, I don't know which tense or which form to talk about, but
Just keep it coming, babe. Just keep it coming.
but yeah, I really do love his heart, and I believe that he pours that into his creativity a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I could say the same about Hayley, you know, as far as just her thoughtfulness and the way she cares about people and the way she cares, honestly, the way she cares for me in a way. You know, I think that, you know, selfishly, I think, you know, having that, knowing that there's somebody in your life that like cares for you in a certain way, and loves you through so much, just speaks on how beautiful her heart is, and really how pure her love is, you know? And I mean that in a way that is something that at least for me, I hadn't experienced, you know, really in the past. And so to see somebody and to witness somebody love you through so much, it's just inspiring, and it's encouraging. It's what you want. It's what you dream of, to have somebody that like loves you like that. And that, for me, I admire that so much, because I'm just honestly impressed by it, to be honest with you. And that's not counting all of the amazing qualities that she has as well, of course, you know, with her talents and her skills and her friendships and the way she cultivates friendships. And whereas like, I won't call somebody for months, you know. Who knows if I would have had friends if it wasn't for her, you know, because she organizes time to spend with people, and like it's a beautiful thing to see that. It's so interesting what a small sort of piece of metal can do to your whole like persona and your whole outlook on everything, where all of a sudden it's sort of like, oh, I have like this promise that I carry with me all the time. I'm like, what's wrong with me? I get emotional a lot these days. But it's pretty incredible, and to be able to like want to be a man to live up to that promise daily, and for that person, and for yourself, and for others, it's a powerful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and so for me, I'm excited to continue to aspire to be that man each and every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
For her, and for our animals, and for everyone.
And for our future family.
Yeah, and for our future family. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what has always excited me the most, is being like, we are going to, you and I together as individuals and together as a couple are always going to continue evolving. But to grow together and to continue growing our family is really exciting.
Yeah. It's just like, life has been rich and filled with the adventures and experiences already, and it's like, let's keep this beautiful adventure going. What do I look forward to growing old together with you, babe?
I don't know. I love looking at like old couples that are like either dancing together. We went to downtown Disney like a couple of weeks ago, and there was the cutest little old couple, and they were swing dancing.
Full swing
dancing. Just in the middle, there was a band playing, and I was like, that's so sweet. I want to do that when we're older. So I think that's what I look forward to, is dancing until the end of time together, and yeah, just loving each other till the end of time.